Welcome back to the Man United stream. Hope you're doing well. It is the day after we drew 0-0 against Aston Villa away from home. What did you make of that game? What do you think about Ten Hag and his future as Man United manager? We're going to be discussing all of that and lots more in today's show, so make sure you stick around. Make sure you hit the like button on this video, and if you're not already a subscriber to the Man United stream channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all the latest Manchester United news and more. Okay, so yesterday, I'm not quite sure whether you caught the game, whether you fell asleep during the game, but Man United drew 0-0 against Aston Villa. What a boring game that was. I mean, United were happy, it looked like, with that 0-0 draw. They were happy that they didn't get a hiding. They were happy because Ten Hag is still holding on to his job as manager of Man United, the biggest club in the world. We had all the cavalry arrive yesterday away from home. We had Jim Ratcliffe and all the board, all the directors, Omar Barada, Dan Ashworth, all of them were there. Even Alex Ferguson was there. They were waiting to see what United pull out of the bag and if United could stop this bad run of form and if Ten Hag could survive. And after yesterday's performance, we've now started hearing reports and news that Ten Hag will probably survive the rest of the season. That is shocking to hear, isn't it? I mean, you'd think that Ineos would have the balls to go out there and just get rid of the manager right now, but we're hearing from sources close to United and close to Ineos that the board are deciding to stick with Ten Hag for at least the near future. Now, we're not quite sure what that means. It could mean another month or two, but they are giving Ten Hag more time, maybe till the end of the year, until they decide to bring in a new manager. There's 2 points why United right now, the board can't sack Ten Hag. Number one is because they're going to have to pay a huge compensation fee to Ten Hag, because if you remember, Ten Hag signed a new deal just this summer, and that has backfired on Ineos. Now, it's no secret Ineos were looking to replace Ten Hag at the end of the season. Yes, he won the FA Cup final, but that did not stop Ineos from going and interviewing the likes of Thomas Tuchel, speaking to Graham Potter and other managers. But they stuck with Ten Hag. They decided to stay with Ten Hag, and then, well, Ten Hag has offered us this season, and it's been a terrible start to the season. What an awful start to the season. And most fans have now accepted that Ten Hag will not take us anywhere in the future. He's not that guy, is he? He promises the world but delivers nothing. He speaks a big game but gives you nothing. He comes out defiant at the post-match press conferences, but realistically he's got no substance, and the players that he's bringing onto the pitch and playing are simply not delivering for him or the club, and something needs to give. But Ineos are set to keep hold of Ten Hag. I think there's a number of problems. Number one is the compensation. Number two is they don't have anybody else lined up. They don't have anybody else who they believe will take over at United and do a good enough job. And that's the biggest problem Ineos have got. And now we're hearing that they will not be panicking and getting rid of Ten Hag. They're going to have a very measured approach. They're going to carefully consider their options, and only after they've done that will they get rid of Ten Hag and bring somebody else in. What do you think to that news? Drop your comments below. Let us know. Are you happy for Ten Hag to stay on and carry on taking us down this table in the Premier League? Are we going to be relegated this season if this continues? I mean, it is absolutely awful. We are really struggling with this start of the season. Will he be able to turn his fortunes around, or will it be a couple of more games and we have to get rid of him anyway? And right now, if Ineos and the board can't go out there and bring in a new manager, what they ought to be doing is putting Van Nistelrooy as the caretaker manager until further notice. That would at least give us some options. I don't know what your thoughts are on this. Lots of Man United fans are not happy with this start of the season, and they can see that Ten Hag is a major issue, as well as some players. But right now, the manager has to take full responsibility. We'll bring you all further developments on Ten Hag and his future at Man United as and when we get them. You are watching the Man United stream channel by the fans for the fans.